Oh my God, I'm an idiot. That scared me for a second. It's because I overrid those numbers. Yo, what's good, people? So today we are doing the subarray division. We're going to be doing this in JavaScript. It's been a minute since I've written JavaScript, and this is a easy difficulty, whatever thing. So bear with me. I may make a fool of myself. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start reading this. It says, given a chocolate bar, two children, Lily and Ron, are determined to share it. Each of the squares has an integer on it. Lily decides to share a continuous segment of the bar selected such that whatever. I'm gonna have some chapters down at the bottom, so if you don't want to listen to me read this, you just skip to the part where I start coding. All right, so Lily decides to share a continuous segment of the bar selected such that the length of the segment matches Ron's birth month and the sum of the integers on the squares is equal to his birthday. The sum of the integers on the squares is equal to his birthday. Sum of the integers on the squares. So each square of chocolate has an integer on it? Is that what it's saying? Okay, you must determine how many ways she can divide the chocolate. Consider the chocolate bar has an array of squares. Oh, okay, so this is the chocolate bar. This is the chocolate bar. Each one of these, can I not highlight this? What the hell? Oh, that's stupid. Anyway, each one of these numbers, I guess, is a square. Like a little square chunk of chocolate. She wants to find segments summing to Ron's birthday. D equals 4 with length equaling his birth month. M equal 2. In this case, there are two segments meeting her criteria, 2, 2, and 1, 3. So I want to understand what the relationship is between these numbers. Let's see. The length of the segment matches Ron's birth month. So, for example, my birth month is 12. So there'd be 12 numbers in. Okay. So there'd be 12 little squares in the squares that are given. And then the sum of the integers on the squares is equal to his birthday. So my birthday is 13. So it'd be like all ones and then 1, 2 would be my case. Complete the birthday function. The editor below should return yada yada yada. S is an array of integers. D an integer Ron's birthday. M is Ron's birth month. The first line contains an integer in the number of squares in the chocolate bar. The second line contains in space-separated integers. Numbers in the chocolate bar are squares where 0, I. So where I is. For this. Yeah, SI. Okay. Third, yada yada. Constraints. N will always be less than 100. SI is less than 5, where I is less than N, less than or equal to 5. So the number's never going to be greater than 5. I guess that's what that's saying. D is less than 31 because of the days, and then the month less than 12 because of or less than or equal to 12 because of the only 12 months. Print an integer denoting the total number of ways that Lily can portion her chocolate bar to share with Ron. Sample input 0. This stuff. 5 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So this is going to be the length of this, and then you have day, month. Is that what that said? Third line contains two separate integers, day, month. Yeah. All right. Then it just gives examples of what this will look like. I think we can understand adding. Input. All right, so let's go ahead and start writing this. Okay, so we know SDM. Well, never mind. We can't start writing those because the S, yeah. So they must have already done that for me then. Somewhere around here, wherever birthday is called. Can't scroll. SDM, S. Oh yeah, okay, they've already done all that. Okay, so S would be the squares, D is the day, M is the thing. M is the thing. All right, so we know that we want to, obviously we're gonna have to iterate over this list, over this array. We know that let's see, we're gonna have to iterate over this array, right? We need to get however many numbers. So what I'm thinking is we do need to, and it's been a minute since I've written JavaScript, so I've been writing Python for quite some time. So if I mess up a lot, that's why, syntactically. I equals, we'll say 0, right? I think it's I is less than m, because the numbers that we are, no, wait, for each number, okay, yeah, so we want to say I is less than s dot length, I think, is a property for that. And then I plus plus, because then we want to j equal for let j equal 0, right? J is less than m, j plus plus. So what I'm thinking is we need a number that has a length of, okay, so yeah. So the segment length of the array is the months. So if the month is 2, then we only check 2 numbers at a time, right? So the first iterator is going to iterate through every single number, and then the second iterator is going to iterate m numbers past the number that we're currently at, I. So j is going to start at 0. Let's see, is that the right approach? No, j should start at I think. Because if we are, say, for example, if we're here, this is I, we want to check here, here, here. Okay, so what we actually want to do is j equals, yeah, let j equal I, j is less than that. So we want j to be I because we're going to use j to iterate past that, I think. J is less than m. Oh, no. J can be 0. Or j could be 1. J is less than or equal to m. We're going to use j to add to I because we're counting up a certain amount of numbers. Okay. So we also want to keep track of the matches that we get. Matches equals 0. We'll just keep track of an integer and then just increment that when we find a match. You know what I'm thinking? I may not need this second loop because there is a method on lists, I believe, that is, let me see, JavaScript, what's it called? I think splice. Fruits.splice 20 lemon kiwi. Add items to an array. Add a new item, remove items, fruits.splice 2. So what is that output? Banana, orange, kiwi. So that gets rid of them. Does it return it though? I probably can't edit that. What does it say? returns the removed items. Okay. But that seems like it's like mutating it. Yeah, fruits.splice, it's mutating the list. I don't want to do that. Remove 2 items. Yeah, it's mutating the list because it starts with banana, orange, blah, blah, blah. And then we're showing fruits. And it's just, yeah, it's mutating. I don't want it to mutate. So what? There's a slice one, I think. Citrus equals fruits.slice. Orange, lemon. Banana, orange, lemon at 1 and 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this would be the position right before the value, so right here. 1 would be here, so everything from here to 3, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So it encapsulate these two only. And it looks, I don't think it mutates. Can I edit this? Fruits. Run. Try it. Yeah, so it doesn't mutate. Cool. All right, so that's what I need, slice. So what I'm actually going to do, instead of having a second iterator, I'm thinking I can say subarray equals s.slice. We want to start at I, and then we want to go to I plus m, I think. And then is there like a sum? Like a add? Oh, that would, I remember. Yeah, it's reduce. So what's it? This I also need. That let's sum equal subarray dot reduce, if I remember correctly, x it's actually got two different things, I think. Yeah, prev cur, and then it's prev plus cur, I think. Subarray, reduce, prev cur, prev plus cur. And then we say if sum is equal to D, then we want to just say matches plus plus, right? And then I think we console.log matches. I think it wants us to console log output. I don't know. We'll run and see what happens. Probably going to fail all of them. Yeah, I failed all of them. Your output undefined. Expected output, debug output. Ooh, look at that. So it wants us to return them, just not, it just wants us to return them. So return matches. Run code. Oh, dude, look at that. That is awesome. Awesome. All right, so just to reiterate over that. So we have a array of numbers. We have a day. So in my case, this would look like day equals 13 and month equals 12, right? Actually, we'll just choose something simple. 2, 3, right? And then s equals 1 and 2. Okay. And then we'll just say 2. All right, so what this is doing is it's saying, so we're keeping track of how many matches we have. That's pretty self-explanatory. We have, we're iterating over this array, right? We're iterating to the length of the array, starting at 0. And we're taking a slice from the index that we're currently at, which is 0, so it's this index, It's actually right here where my cursor is. 2I plus m. M is 2, so this would be 1, 0, 1, 2. So it's only going to be checking these two values, right? So the subarray is going to be equal to 1 and 2. And then I'm getting a sum by using the reduce method, which takes the previous value and the current value, and adding them together. So it's taking this, it's starting here, right? 1, and the previous value would be 0, because we are on the first index. So it would be 1, and then it would go to the next one, and the previous would be 1, and this would be the current, and it'd add to 2, which is 3. So sum would equal 3 at this point, and then it's going to say if sum is equal to d, which is 3, then increment the matches, right? And then it goes to the next iteration, which would go here. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to check these two values, right? It's going to add them together, so it's going to be 2 plus 2, which is 4. 4 does not equal 3, so this does not happen. And then it's going to go to the next one, and it's going to try to do the same thing, but then there's nothing past here, so that's just not going to work. And then we just return matches after this loop is done. All right, let's submit the code and see what happens. See if all of them pass. Oh my God, they don't pass. I swear it just passed. Return matches. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. That scared me for a second. It's because I overrid those numbers to use that. Oh man, that scared me. Now they should all pass. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh man, I'm an idiot. Anyway, that is, I don't know, the birthday bar or whatever. Subarray division. All right, thanks for watching.